Mark, with the explosion of energy drinks that are on the market and they're so popular, we are starting to see the opposite, are we not? A different kind of drink?
Yes, it's real interesting. There's these non-caffeinated, non-energy producing drinks, even shots, that are designed to be calmative, reducing stress, maybe inducing sleep to some extent. This is just the opposite phenomenon. And the question is going to be, and I think it's too early to tell right now,
Okay.
to what extent are these non-energy drinks,
Or sedative drinks?
sedative might be the right word, calmative drinks, to what level of success will they achieve in the marketplace compared to the explosion in the energy drinks and energy shots, which has been a phenomenal explosion in consumer interest and demand.